So welcome to this video. This video's the top 5 tips for saving money in a motorhome. It's part of a collaboration with other vanners, and at the end of the video there'll be a link to those other videos. So hopefully we'll have more than 5 tips yeah. by the end of it.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting. When I first sort of thought about this video, I thought we're probably not the best people to be asking about budgets, are we really? We've got a new motorhome. We go to campsites, but there was a time where things were different.
Yeah, when we first started with the motorhome in 2003, we took out a remortgage, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we bought a second-hand van, and we traded in the Ford Puma.
Yeah, we bought a Puma with my redundancy money from BT, and that was in '98, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
So we thought we wanted a motorhome, so the only way we thought of doing it was trading in the car and remortgaging.
Yeah, so that's what we did, and we bought a Vista for 21,000.
Yeah, and in retrospect, it was quite a rash thing to do, wasn't it?
It was really, yeah. How old was it? It was about 3 years old.
It was 3 years old when we bought it, yeah. But it was a nice little van.
So then you needed a vehicle to go around in, didn't you? So we ended up buying a very cheap BT
ex-BT
van.
Fiesta van. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was good.
People get out of your way.
Yeah.
But, but things started to get progressively more difficult for our business, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were selling software, and it was just before the credit crunch. It was getting difficult even then.
Yes.
I think the credit crunch really hit us hard. People stopped buying things, basically.
Well, they didn't want to upgrade computers, did they? Which had been a big thing we've been doing. And they didn't want the latest version of the software. And I was still writing some of my systems, but they were getting progressively harder.
Yeah. So it was getting very tough for us.
Getting very, very tough. So by 2008, also, my dad was unwell. He was in and out of hospital.
Yeah.
My mum then was on her own. So we were spending a lot of time with hospital visits, hospital appointments.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have to sort of drop everything to go and help them.
Yeah.
So that was very tough for the type of job we were doing, which was computer support, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are parallels to today's situation.
So what sort of thing did we do at that time to save money?
Well, we stopped going on long distance trips, basically. That was the first thing. So tip number one is stay local.
Yeah.
We used to go to our little local site at Ashwell, which is like 10 minutes up the road, but it felt like we were getting away.
Yes.
And so that saved a whole lot on diesel.
Yeah.
Number 2.
So tip number 2 is don't eat out too often.
Yeah. With the lockdown and all those sort of restrictions, we haven't been eating out much anyway.
No, so it's reminding me of those days really, because then we very rarely went out for a meal. Well, if we went away for a weekend, I always used to try and take sufficient things to make more than one meal.
Yeah.
I famously took a load of potatoes once, didn't I?
Yeah. How many meals can you make with a potato?
It was amazing, really. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we did. And in the end, I think one of our friends took us out for a meal because we haven't been out for one for so long.
No.
Yeah, but that saved money.
She actually paid for it, didn't she? Felt so sorry for us.
Yeah.
So number 3, join a club. By joining a club, you've got to weigh up whether it's worth it, obviously. But we joined the Motorhome and Caravan Club. Oh, it was a Caravan Club just then, and the Camping and Caravan Club early on. And obviously we thought at times whether it was worth cancelling the membership. But the discount you get on sites and other benefits, other discounts that you can get through membership, plus all the advice and everything, we thought it was worth keeping it. So if you go into campsites, stay in one of the clubs. I think this is tip number 3, join a club. The other clubs, if you like, that we joined were English Heritage and National Trust, mainly because it's cheaper, well, it's free to get in places once you've paid the membership fee. And I think if you go to 4 or 5 places in a year, you've got your membership money back. So think about what clubs you want to join. So that's tip number 3.
Now this tip number 4 is one I thought of when we had the older vans.
Yeah.
You had a very good connection at a local garage, didn't you, through being in your networking group?
Yeah, I was in BNI, if anyone's heard of BNI, and one of the great things about BNI is that you work with people that you trust.
Yeah, yeah.
You know and trust. And one of the persons going to that was a local garage, and they were in Nebworth, we were in Letchworth, not too far away.
Yeah.
So he used to come out and do maintenance on the van. They would do a regular service, check the brakes, check the tyres, all those sort of important things that could easily get forgotten if you're a bit short on cash.
Yeah. So then tip number 5 is have a means of checking on your money.
Yeah.
I mean, I've started in the 90s, really, didn't I? With Quicken, and then I went on to Money, and now I'm on to another one, Money Tracker.
Money Tracker, yeah.
And I've still got records going right all the way back to them, but that helps you. If you're on a tight budget, you need to know, have you got enough money to do this? Have you got money in the bank? And we were down to sort of juggling with £30 at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I found helped me, because it was when you got that sort of level of money, you need to make sure it's still there.
Yeah, it's no use not managing money, even if you've got very little of it. You need to make every penny count.
More important than if you.
Yeah. So have a way of managing your money.
Yeah, but I've been using this Money Tracker, which followed on from Quicken that I used in there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's QuickBooks, isn't it, the one I use?
QuickBooks, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look after your money. That's tip number 5. So there's 5 tips. The one thing I would add is don't do anything that could endanger your safety with a motorhome. You've got a 3.5 ton or more vehicle there. The brakes and the tyres need to be properly looked after. You've got gas that can poison you. You've got electricity that can electrocute you. Take every precaution and don't endanger anything. Don't do anything that would endanger your safety. Safety's got to be first.
Yeah.
Saving money's great.
Yeah, but
don't risk it.
Safety at risk.
So that's it, really. That's our 5 tips. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you find the other videos interesting, because we've got quite a selection of people who will have different ideas on how to save money.
Yeah, Poppy's off now.
Poppy's off. So with with Poppy going, I will say don't forget to watch. Click on the card at the end of the video, which will be around right here. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notifications icon. And I hope this has been within 8 minutes.